The world of drum and bass is constantly evolving, and currently we're stepping into the future with weird and wacky sound design. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 futuristic drum and bass sounds you can create in Serum. And also, the first link in the description is a free beta pack to my new upcoming sample pack, Future Jump Up Drum and Bass. And if you're watching it in the future, the pack may already be released. That'll be the first link as well. There's also a remix contest to enter. Join the free Discord down below for more details. If we could go for 100 likes in this video, that would be insane. This first bass is a frog bass, and it sounds like this. Now let's recreate it. Let's start with basic shapes. I'm gonna use a sine wave on -2. Turn the rand off and the level off. Oscillator B, we're gonna get basic shapes again. Turn it to this triangle wave, +2. Turn the rand off again and the level off again. Next, we're gonna grab LFO1 and create a shape. Envelope mode, leave it on a quarter rate. Move this to around the 3rd grid along here. And then we're gonna create this really sharp bend, and then a less sharp bend on the way out. And then we're going to put the LFO on oscillator B. Now we're going to add a bit of noise, turn the level right down, drag the LFO1 on it, and then pick alpha noise. Next we're going to go to the post-processing, grab a distortion, turn the drive up, put the LFO on it, drag this down a bit to 24, 25. And now we're going to put a compressor on it, on the multiband mode, turn the gain up, turn the highs down to about 60, the mids to 116, and the lows to 120-ish. Now we're going to put some chorus on and put the LFO on the mix to about halfway. Turn the delay to there, delay 2 to about here, the depth down, change this to high pass filter and put it around 300 Hz, 200 to 300 Hz. Next we're going to add a filter on the add bass setting. Turn the cutoff right down and the through up, and then put this drive up like this. And then we're going to whack an EQ on and whack this on the gain. Press Shift Alt click, bring some high range into it, turn the Q down and the frequency down a little bit. And then we're going to whack this on about the 450 mark, just to get rid of some of the muddiness. And then to make the froggy sound, the last piece of the puzzle is we're going to FM from A here and whack this up to 70-ish%. And then you get that cool sound. You can of course layer this with a sub as well to get some low end into it. You can also direct out this and put a crazy filter on it to try and get even more sounds. So let's have a look at these, put it through B as well. There's loads of these. Just look for the crazy shaped ones like this. And you can get all sorts of interesting sounds. And if you want to master sound design and take your tracks to the next level, make sure to check out my Music Production Academy. It's the second link down below. We cover everything about music production in a massive course, but we also look at specific production questions, which can include sound design and recreating artist sounds, like in this example here from Yannick. He asked for help recreating a bass. This is his example. And then I helped with this example here. And then I was able to send the project to him, and then he ended up creating a really cool, unique bass and track from it. This second bass is a laser bass, and it sounds like this. Let's recreate it. We're going to grab basic MDC, put this +1, and drag the wavetable position to 70. Next, we're going to turn the rand off and the level down, and then we're going to go to LFO1 and put it on envelope mode and create this shape, like this. Drag this down, and then we're going to drag LFO1 onto the level on max. Then we're going to go to the filter, increase the cutoff to about 1200, put the LFO1 on the cutoff like that, and then increase the res. This is how you start to create the sound. You can see the visual here, and then put the LFO on the res. You start to get that clicky sound. Let's turn the drive up and the fat up. Now we need some post-processing, and we're going to use distortion, and we're going to use linfold distortion. We're going to leave that there on 25%. Then we're going to add a compressor and multiband, increase the mids to about 120, turn the gain right up, and just absolutely destroy the sound. And then we're going to EQ out some of the lows. But now to get that laser effect, we need some post-processing. And we've added the post-processing now and it sounds like this. And then we can adjust this res even more to make it even sharper. And if we want it to be pushed less, we can just decrease the volume on here. And the post-processing is simply a setting on drive console setting here. And then we've got an effector on it with the bypass turned off, delay setting on 1/8 mode, and then we can drag it on here to this position. And you can drag it to loads of other positions as well to get any kind of sound. And then once that's all done, if we go to step mode, you can draw a pattern, something like this, which would sound like this. And with some drums and a sub underneath. The third bass is a talking bass, and it sounds like this. Let's recreate it. Oscillator A -2. We're going to pick basic shapes again and drag it to wavetable position 2. Then we're going to actually leave everything here the same. And we're going to come to the filter tab here and go to MISC and then Formant 2. I'm going to drag this cutoff to about 38 Hertz. Come to the LFO 1, drag the LFO onto the cutoff like this. Shift Alt click and leave it there. Turn the res up 23% and turn the drive up 14%. And we start to get that talking effect. Turn the LFO on to trigger mode just to keep it in time. And then we want to add a distortion on diode 2 setting. A compressor with the gain turned right up. We'll boost some of the frequencies in the mid to high range, so about 5,000-ish. Put it on this mode and then boost it. Turn the Q down. And then finally, we'll add a phaser at the bottom. And you can adjust this to taste. And then if we wanted to add some post-processing as well, you can. So in this situation, we've got a Valhalla room. We've got a Saturn 2 on demo mode. And then we've just got an EQ cutting out the lows so we can put a sub underneath it. And if we play it with a sub underneath. And that's the video complete. Make sure to grab the beta pack, or if you're watching in the future, the full pack. Don't forget to check out the Music Production Academy. If you've got any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one.